So we always talk about the need for umbrellas. I brought the jacket with the hood today. Hopefully that's enough by the time I leave work. It's going to be heavy at times.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be picking up during the afternoon, so it's something to keep in mind. If you're just joining us, we have issued a next weather alert day because we're tracking rain and wind. I want to say straight off the bat that it's not going to be severe weather. However, the rain and the wind will be falling and moving through the area during the height of the morning commute. So unfortunately, we're going to be tracking disruptive rain, and this will be the case straight on through the afternoon. As you pick up your kids back home from school, we're going to be dealing with wet roads out there. A quick peek at Storm Scan 3, already picking up on some activity across our far western suburbs. We're talking Lancaster, the area of Reading, out towards the Lehigh Valley, all seeing rain at this hour. It's coming down rather lightly, and that's how it's going to start. Light rain followed by steadier rain, and eventually moderate to heavy rain is anticipated with this system. Your bus stop forecast shows rainy conditions as early as 8 a.m. By lunchtime, yeah, it's pretty messy out there. We're going to be dealing with wind at that hour as well. By 3 o'clock, we should begin to see a lull in precip, but we are going to have scattered showers out there. Temperatures by 3 o'clock will be approaching 60 degrees, and at that hour, it is going to be quite blustery. Let's go ahead and take a look at future wind gusts. This is noon, and everyone dealing with wind gusts in the double digits, but notice the Jersey Shore. This is where a wind advisory will go into effect later this morning. And you can see why. That's where we anticipate wind gusts as high as 45 miles an hour. We continue to move the clock forward. This is 2 o'clock now in the afternoon, and it is still howling. Those winds are. And we'll keep those winds pretty steady here through the evening, even once that cold front clears. And then tomorrow promises to be brisk. It's going to be colder, but a whole lot drier. And wind chills, check this, only in the 30s Thursday afternoon.
Oh boy. Thank you, Llarisa. Appreciate it. Coming up, promising
It's messy out there right now.
There was a lot of schooling and a few panic attacks. We made it through. But the good news is, you guys, we're tracking better conditions on the other side of this. Unfortunately, we are in the thick of just rain out there. It's windy as well, and that's going to be the case at least over the next couple of hours before drier and colder air settles in. Here's a live look. It's the library, and you can see the sheen on the roads. Windshield wipers getting in a good exercise on this Wednesday afternoon. It's raining. It's warm, though. Temperatures are sitting in the 50s, and it is a bit blustery, especially if you find yourself south and east of the I-95 corridor. Radar is pretty active. You can see how large the system is, and it's not only impacting the northeast region. In fact, the threats associated with this disturbance extend as far south as the deep south. So a lot of people are dealing with rain. The eastern seaboard getting hammered right now with rain and wind. As far as us and what we're in for, just some rain and wind. No severe weather for us, but a few gusty storms cannot be ruled out. And here's that cold front. It's a well-defined cold front, and out ahead of it is where we are beginning to see a few rumbles of thunder. That's going to be crossing into central parts of the state here within the next several minutes. As far as when it arrives to us, we're going to get to that in a moment, but look at 1:30, widespread rain continuing, and pockets of heavy rain certainly not out of the question as we continue to move the clock forward. Here's a look at 2:30 in the afternoon. Still raining pretty moderately to heavily out there, especially out in New Jersey. Here comes that cold front, and this is where we could see a few rumbles of thunder. This is closer to that 4 o'clock hour, and then once this system clears closer to 6, we'll have just colder air spilling in, and temperatures will begin to plummet. It's going to be a cold one tonight. 31 degrees, turning clear and staying brisk. We'll be dealing with winds out of the west ranging between 15 at times 20 miles an hour, with gusts closer to 30 miles an hour for tonight. And when you keep the wind and that drier air in place, these are our future feels like temperatures for Thursday morning. Widespread 20s, if not teens in some spots. It's going to be a chilly one, maybe a shocker to you. So you'll need all of the winter gear here for our Thursday morning. as it is going to be chilly once again with those wind chills in the 20s in the morning. The best we're going to do in the afternoon, it's going to feel like we're in the 30s, the actual air temperature 42. So quite the difference here between this afternoon and what's expected for tomorrow. We keep the chill on Friday. It's going to be less windy, and then guess what? We get to do it all over again on Saturday. The start of the weekend looking like we'll see a couple of showers moving through. It'll be breezy, but it will be drier for the link for the birds down at the link on Sunday.